How dare you miss your orientation without even giving us a notice?
I never got the job, so I never received an offer letter.
What?
Trouble Busters!
My name is Tom. I'm currently looking for a job, but I've been having no luck. There was one company that I interviewed with that I never heard back from, so I sent a follow-up email and decided to go hang out at the casino as I waited. I wonder if I'm ever gonna have a bright future ahead of me. No news is good news. My interviewer must be doing great. Oh, are they finally getting back to me? Huh. Due to the volume of applicants we have received for this position, we are experiencing delays for all candidates. We sincerely apologize for the inconvenience, and we appreciate your patience about this matter. Okay, I can wait.
Yes, come on, baby, give it to me.
Huh, who's that? Hello?
How dare you miss your orientation without even giving us a notice?
Orientation? What do you mean?
Oh, do you not know what an orientation is?
I know what it is. I'm asking what you mean.
You have no right to speak.
You're not even attending this orientation. You haven't got a job, have you? That's true, yes.
See, I knew it. Do you understand why you haven't found a job yet?
Oh, why is it?
It's because you have no common sense. And I just told you that you have no right to speak just now.
What's wrong with this guy? How could he be yelling at me over the phone at such a sensitive time for me like this? I deserve an apology. I'm not letting him get away with this. Trouble Busters!
Look, let me tell you, what is it? What are you trying to say? I'm not going to approve you attending this orientation at this point.
I never got the job, so I never received an offer letter.
What?
Did you look at the orientee list carefully?
I did. Why do you even think I'm calling you right now?
Take a look at what happened to my candidacy on that list.
It says you hired.
What? Are you sure about that?
I can look at it as many times as you ask, but your name is right here.
I haven't heard back from your company for a while, so I even sent you guys a follow-up email. And it said, due to the volume of applicants we have received for this position, we are experiencing delays for all candidates. We sincerely apologize for the inconvenience, and we appreciate your patience about this matter. And I never received any emails after that.
What? That's not possible!
Would you kindly look over your sent box?
Don't tell me what to do. You're no longer hired.
What? That's not right. I wondered if I missed the email on my end, so I looked all over my inbox as carefully as I could, but I still couldn't find any emails from them. Hey, Mia, help me!
Is that how you ask for someone's help? Who would ever hire someone like you?
But then, Mia!
You should learn how to ask someone a favor.
But then, this guy just kept yelling at me over the phone without even listening to my side of the story. Don't you feel bad for me?
You're right. He can't just give you a call and do that to you. I don't really care about you, but I do feel that I need to correct that man.
Did you just say you don't care about me?
Well, putting those personal feelings aside, I don't mind going with you.
Really? Oh, thank God. You're such a nice person.
I'm not being nice. I'm just doing my job. It's not okay for a company to handle someone's candidacy in such a sloppy manner, and I can't just let that go. Let's go.
Wait, hold up. We're going together, okay?
This is the email that your company had sent over?
That is indeed an email from our company.
See, I told you. Since this was the last I heard back from you guys, I never even knew that I was hired.
Timothy, you better explain this to me.
Explain this? Well...
I believe that this has happened because you never reached out to offer the position to Tom, which makes your company at fault.
What are you trying to say?
You owe me an apology.
What? An apology? You're as young as my daughter.
It doesn't matter how old we all are. If you make a mistake, you need to apologize. It's common sense.
Duh.
Why can't you just apologize? If you're not willing to apologize, we're going to have to reconsider whether we refer your company to our students upon their job search. We might even completely terminate our relationship.
Hey, Timothy, what the heck is going on? Why didn't his guy get his offer letter?
Aren't these things supposed to be sent out to all candidates on an email list or something? How is it possible that the system glitched on me and no one else?
I think you should be apologizing first and foremost.
It must have been a glitch. If there's one person to blame, then I believe that it was Tom's fault for having such terrible luck. Sorry, I wish you luck with another job.
Huh? You can't just say that he had terrible luck and get this over with. If there had been an error on your end that caused this problem, needless to say, you must analyze the cause of the problem. You are going to analyze this issue, right?
Oh, God, she's so intimidating. Hello? Hey, I need you to get me how the new hire list was generated and any records surrounding that matter as soon as you can. Yes, for our company, okay? I'm gonna be stepping away for a minute. Timothy, you're coming with me.
Okay.
Aren't you supposed to go with him? What are you doing, Mia?
I'm just emailing someone. There's something that's bothering me. After taking a closer look, we discovered that Tom never received the offer letter because of an error caused on your company's end. And Timothy, you were the only person who was aware that Tom had reached out to follow up on his candidacy. Is my understanding correct?
Yes, that is correct.
Since Timothy was the only point of contact for the candidates, the fact that Timothy missed the email caused your entire company to miss Tom's inquiry regarding the candidacy.
Timothy messed up and everyone messed up.
But this is a very sloppy structure. Isn't HR typically in charge of something like this? I don't think it's normal for you to be having just one person to be the point of contact for your candidates.
Timothy,
Yes?
you made a terrible mistake. You need to sincerely apologize to Tom and ask him to kindly accept the job offer from us. That way we could perhaps consider lighter punishments than what you should deserve.
Okay.
Just hearing your response, I don't even know if you're willing to make this right. I've been having high hopes for you.
Even if this was Timothy's mistake, Jeffrey, you should also be responsible since you are his direct supervisor looking over his work.
Well, I guess you're kinda right. Well then, I don't mind offering you the job if you're still willing to accept it.
Are you saying that you're gonna let him work with us? I don't think that's possible.
What? Why?
We already finished the orientation. I'm sure all the other candidates whose applications we had on hold have already gotten a job offer from other companies. What you're saying is equivalent to saying that we might as well call all those candidates on hold to see if they're still willing to take our job offer.
But this gentleman never received the offer letter because of an error on our end when he was supposed to be hired. We need to make this right by providing the offer letter that he was supposed to receive.
If I walk in his shoes, I wouldn't even want to work at a company that handled my candidacy in such a sloppy manner. Who would ever want to work for a company knowing that you'd have to work for a boss who yells at you even before the orientation?
Well, to be honest, I won't be taking the position with you guys anymore.
Did you hear that? He doesn't even want to work with us at this point. It's not so productive to hire someone who isn't even motivated. Let's just call this bad luck, and he could.
You did this on purpose, did you?
What?
What are you talking about?
Timothy, you and I started working at the same time.
Huh?
I noticed you the moment I walked in here. It's because...
Hey, no, you don't have to talk about that. It's all over.
What's wrong with you?
Did something happen between you and Mia?
Oh, just forget it. Besides, since Mia and I graduated at the same time from the same university, Tom is an underclassman to me, right? Why would I ever do that? I don't have a purpose.
You do have a purpose.
Tom and I met just now. I don't even know who he is.
Just give me one moment.
What is it?
It'll be quick.
I'm asking what you're trying to do.
I'm not stopping even if you raise your voice at me like that. All right, I was right. I was asking my colleague from the Career Advisor Department about you, Timothy, and I found out that you went to our school and you are working at this company here.
So what? That doesn't have anything to do with your accusation that I intentionally removed Tom from the list of candidates who we hired.
Timothy, you had an incident while you were still in college that caught everyone's attention.
What?
Oh, I remember others talking about you when you started working here.
Please stop talking about it.
You got this job because of your connections, right?
Oh, please, what's wrong with you? You can't be digging through my past like that. Everything had been resolved between me and my victim.
That's not the point. I am talking about the motive behind what you've done back then.
Motive?
Why don't you take a seat? This sounds like it's gonna take a long conversation. Timothy, they're right. Let's take a seat.
Timothy, the reason why you tried not to let Tom work here is because you were afraid that he would be talking about what you've done in the past to others.
You're just speculating. It's not the truth. You're wrong.
Please, sit down.
It's hard to believe that you were handling all the hiring processes, including application management, interviews, and providing candidates with their offer or declination letters.
Of course not. The managers and directors need to approve all steps within the hiring process.
Do you guys normally save the emails that get sent out to the new hires? I feel like most companies have that.
Of course we do. Now that this is happening, I feel like I recall only seeing 39 new hires when I was told that there was supposed to be 40 new hires.
You were probably right with what you're recalling, and you should be more vigilant with your new hires moving forward.
How does that even work? Let me confirm.
Oh, can we just end this? Tom isn't even willing to work with us at this point. Why don't you spend your time looking for another job instead of spending so much time on us?
How dare you talk to me like that? Don't you realize that this was your mistake to begin with? Well, I guess we're about to find out whether it was a mistake or a mishap with intentions. I was able to confirm. On the draft that was sent to me, it was supposed to be 40 new hires, and somehow Tom had been removed from that list when the offer letters was sent out to the new hires.
Who sent those emails?
It was Timothy. After I looked over the email and approved it, all we needed to do was send them, so I asked Timothy to take care of it.
Oh? That doesn't sound right.
How was it possible that my name was on there when the email was drafted, but I got removed?
Timothy, you're the only person who could have tampered with the receipts of those emails, right?
There's no way that a glitch can cause just one email address to be removed from the list. There had to be human intention involved in this. Timothy, were you tampering with the list?
I didn't think anyone would notice if one person goes missing from a list of 40. Even if someone noticed it, there isn't any benefit in digging into this anyway. And I thought a guy like him would ditch the orientation to begin with.
How dare you!
Let me go ahead and warn you so there aren't any misunderstandings, but attending the orientation isn't something that is a requirement to be eligible for employment.
What? Really?
Even if Tom had skipped the orientation just the way anyone would expect that he would.
Hey, you're supposed to be on my side. Be nice to me.
As a company, you can't decide not to offer the job just because the new hire had missed the orientation.
Oh, I see. You're the manager. You should know this.
This is happening because you even went out of your way to call and yell at him, Jeffrey. If only you didn't do anything, he would have missed the orientation and he wouldn't have known that he was ever hired.
How dare you!
Timothy had intentionally inhibited Tom's offer letter because he did not wish to have someone who would potentially be aware of what he had done in the past. It is completely unacceptable for a company to let this happen. I will be sharing this information with our school and other schools that we are associated with.
Oh, please don't do that! Hey, Timothy, you better apologize too!
I'm saying that this ended up becoming such a big deal because of you, Jeffrey. You're my boss, and you should be responsible because you're at a higher pay grade. I have nothing to do with this.
I wonder if it's going to be so simple.
Shut up! Can you guys just leave now? I'm busy.
Are you going to apologize?
Nope. This is regarding just one candidate who did not get his offer letter. What should I be so afraid of? I'm sure HR is going to give me a verbal warning, and it'll soon be all over.
I never thought that I'd meet someone I would hate more than I already hated Jeffrey. Oh, Tom, don't say that.
This guy just irritates me. Well then, can I talk about the email in question?
Huh?
I'm going to corner you with something else, just because I want your life to be in a hard mode, or more like a nightmare mode.
What is it?
When you sent that email regarding the delay to Tom, you also accidentally sent out classified information regarding your company.
What? No way! Timothy, that's not acceptable!
I will be sure to report this to your CEO. I am very much concerned about the fact that your company sends out classified information to your candidates by accident.
No, you can't do that, and that's gonna put me in huge trouble.
You need to realize that you deserve this after what you've done to Tom.
Oh, please don't do that! I might also get in trouble for this!
You're almost as equally guilty as Timothy. You haven't even apologized to Tom, and both of you have been acting shamelessly this entire time.
Timothy, what have you done? You're about to ruin my life!
How did I even make this mistake?
Putting it simply, maybe because you're dumb and you deserve this.
Look, Tom, I will offer you special treatment if you take this job.
That's not what I've been asking for. And it sounds like you're not going to be keeping your position any longer anyways. Are you okay?
No, I'm not okay, and that's why I'm offering you this.
I got this job because I had connections. There's no way I could get a job at other companies. All other companies will find out that I have a criminal record if they run a background check on me.
You guys only care about yourselves, huh?
Anyways, I highly recommend you audit Timothy's emails closely moving forward.
Yup. I don't think you have time to be dealing with us here.
Huh? Wait!
What do you mean?
You should probably look into all the emails to make sure you haven't accidentally sent out classified information to others via email.
Timothy, we should be okay, right?
I don't know. I never check my emails before sending them out.
What? Why?
Jeffrey and Timothy stormed out of the room without even excusing themselves from us.
I don't care what other sins they've committed. I am going to be speaking to their CEO regarding what happened with your candidacy and the classified information they accidentally sent you. Are you okay with that?
Sure. Those guys won't apologize, and they only care about themselves. They deserve trouble busters.
Sounds good.
Mia and I went ahead and told their CEO about everything that happened before we left their office. I'm probably never gonna be back here, ever again. Even if there was a legendary chocolate monster inside this company, I would probably refuse to walk in here again. Jeffrey and Timothy discovered that there were 3 other emails that were sent out with the classified information that Timothy had accidentally attached. With the whole incident about my candidacy combined, neither of them were able to keep their jobs. Not only did they lose their jobs, but they also ended up with a $140,000 debt each due to the damages that they caused from sending out classified information.
Why do I have to go through this trouble?
That's my line. My wife broke up with me, and I have a $140,000 debt.
What are we supposed to do?
No matter how much they screamed or cried, they had to pay back their debts. Jeffrey, the former HR manager, was hired at another company only for an entry-level position. He just works to pay off his debt.
I shouldn't have called him when he missed his orientation, just because I wanted to take it out on a younger kid.
But things were still a little better for Jeffrey's side. Timothy had ended up committing armed robbery because he needed money, and he got arrested. There were 18 homes that ended up being his victims, and I heard that he'd be in prison for the next 7 years. As for me...
Hello?
How dare you skip the orientation?
Oh my god, I'm sorry. Wait, I still have time.
Good morning, Tom.
Oh, what the heck, Mia? You scared me.
I know you would have woken up late if I didn't call you. Now hurry up and get ready and make sure you're there at least 15 minutes before the orientation starts.
A true hero always shows up late.
Just do as I say.
Yes, ma'am. Damn it, what's wrong with her? Why did she even call me? I wished I could sleep a little longer.
Tom is such a funny guy.
Trouble busters.